Hello and welcome back. Once again, here we are with the Golden Age of DC Comics 365 Days, where I take this well-loved hardcover coffee table book given to me by one of my best friends about 2 decades ago. This has served my coffee table ever since. I've read it a few times. It's been a great source of conversation at my coffee table. People will just pick it up and thumb through it. That's what it's there for, you know? And it's, I thought it would be a wonderful excuse to have old-fashioned comic book shop conversation here with you on my channel right now. And the spirit of this book, it's a page a day. It's today's date. We opened the book. We look at some comic book art. We read the blurb, and then we talk about comic books for a few minutes. And we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year, and it's really fun. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing awesome. Cracking open a comic book can just, hopefully give you some escapism for the day, so you can forget about the worries of this world with some fantastic tales, if only for a few minutes, but just enough time, to recharge, your spirit. And let's get to it. Yeah, The Golden Age of DC Comics. This book is a 2004 Abrams publication. It's written and curated by Les Daniels, Chip Kidd, and Geoff Spear. And I have the link in the description to Amazon if you want your own copy. Go for it. Last time I checked, it was under $20. It's going to look great on your coffee table as well. So check it out. Maybe you can play along at home. And but let's open the book and see where we are today. Awesome. It is May the 9th, and we have Wonder Woman. All the world is waiting for you, and the magic you possess. Do, 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 do. Love Wonder Woman. Yep. And she is a Golden Age DC. Yeah, they call that the Trinity for a reason. The Trinity of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Keep the DC universe together. And this is story by its creator, William Moulton Marston, art by Harry G. Peter, from Comic Cavalcade number 21, June-July of 1947. So World War II's been over, and superhero comic books are about to go on the decline. And here it is, May 9th, the blurb reads, in The Siege of the Flying Mermaids, a renegade Amazon scientist turns sharks into, quote, real honest-to-goodness live mermaids, unquote. My exaggeration. Wonder Woman's solution to the threat they represent may appear to be ecologically unsound, but Sharkita and her underlings grow wings to replace their fins, and that's when the fun really begins. Oh boy. Predating a Sharknado by decades. Yes. And they go. There's Diana throwing mermaids back into the pond there. Yes, but they can't escape no matter how large they become. They'll never be able to climb the damn barrier. I wonder if there's a pun in there. Then in they go, says our heroine. And yeah, that's Wonder Woman. I grew up with Wonder Woman in two ways. Being a child of the early 70s and the 80s, we had SuperFriends. So that Shannon Farnan, the Canadian voice actress, she played Wonder Woman for 10 years, from 1973 to 1983, every Saturday morning on one of my favorite shows, The SuperFriends. It was one of my excuses to get up on a Saturday morning, since I was born, basically. It premiered a year after I was born. And also Linda Carter in the 2-season Wonder Woman TV show of the mid-70s. Just what a great casting for, and the energy that, and our expectation of the character and how we define her over the years. And that TV show was great too. And there was a pilot movie where it was cast by Kathy Lee Crosby. She was a model and a TV presenter of the 70s and 80s. She was on a very popular TV show called That's Incredible, which was like a precursor to our reality shows that that are everywhere now. She played a blonde version. It was because she didn't have the traditional corset and bathing suit and boots look. She had this red jumpsuit and blonde hair, and so but it was still supposed to be Diana of Paradise Island. It was supposed to be the same character, but dramatically recast and reinterpreted. And this was in the mid 1970s. I just remember the bad guy was Ricardo Montalban. You might know him as Khan from Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, or even Fantasy Island, the TV show of the 70s and 80s, where he played Mr. Rourke, where your dreams would come true. Wonder Woman was her first appearance was in All-Star Comics number 8 in January of 1941-42. Then she got her first feature in Sensation Comics number 1 in 1942. And then she got her own solo title after that. And then this one here, what was this called? Comics Cavalcade? Yeah. Comic Cavalcade from 1947. And so Wonder Woman's been pretty much in print since 1941 as a reliable title, as a fiction star, as it goes. And we had this original Diana Prince, basically, because the Golden Age and the Silver Age blend with Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, where and that all comes to head in 1985, where Wonder Woman we didn't have the word back then, but we got a reboot and a retcon on Wonder Woman in 1985, and they had this wonderful George Perez Wonder Woman a new number 1, and it gave us a fresh start with an old friend, and new interpretations of her friends and enemies, and it was very based and steeped in Greek mythology too. So it was different than the Super Friends, and different than the Marston version, which was, for its time and even now, subversive and psychosexual. It was very academic, and it was very smart, and there was a lot of nuance to Wonder Woman. The Golden Age Wonder Woman is just a fascinating thing. I think I should invest in a few just to embrace its weirdness, its literal queerness. You got to give it to it. There, yeah. Wonder Woman was most definitely a queer title, and back in the day when that was subversive. You can quote me on that one. And also I want to shout out to Susan Eisenberg, who played Wonder Woman Diana on the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited Bruce Timm style. I love that Wonder Woman. I love that there was an in-joke that she had a crush on Batman. That was one of my fondest story notes, and it was quite independent to that specific universe of the Bruce Timm Justice League JLU story, and with a great cast. But yeah, Susan Eisenberg, she's and Gal Gadot. Hello. Enough said. All right, exactly, Gal Gadot. Wow, Wonder Woman 1 was a pretty good movie. I'm not going to touch 84. I was 11 in 84. All right, this should be made just for me. It's not. And but it's made for someone, and it doesn't have to be made for you. Apparently, that's modern. That applies. But these were made for everyone. Well, they were kind of made for boys, but anyone could pick them up and enjoy them if they wanted to. I guess the same applies for things made for not traditional comic book target audiences. But that's all I got to say for today. It's been the golden age of DC Comics, 365 days, where we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. Tune in tomorrow, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, and we'll find out who we're talking about when we turn the page tomorrow. Like and subscribe if you could be so kind. I would love to earn your subscription. We talk about spirituality on the station, gratitude lists. I get spiritual. Hashtag lighten up. It's about enlightenment. I'm an ordained minister, an amateur theologian. We get spiritual here. How can spirituality improve your daily life? I'm on the path. I don't have all the answers, but I can share what I know with you. Speaking of sharing, I'm a professional chef. I have another playlist called What's Cooking, and I share a lot of my techniques and a lot of what I'm cooking today at my professional kitchen at work. And I hope it makes you hungry, and I hope it makes you want to cook and feed your loved ones at your table. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm very appreciative and grateful for you. I hope you're having a nice day, and thanks for tuning in. If you love comic books as much as I do, then you've come to the right channel. So like and subscribe, and because we're going to be talking about comic books every day for the rest of the year, and you're welcome to chime in the comment section, and thank you for coming along on this awesome voyage through the golden age of superheroes, this modern American mythology, and it did something right. They're still around today. They still matter. And we're still talking about it. Thank you. Good luck. Namaste. And see you tomorrow. God bless.